In a quiet neighborhood on the edge of London, there lived a young couple, Michael and Emma, with their baby Oliver. Their home was peaceful, warm, and filled with love, and one very talkative companion, a clever African gray parrot named Charlie. Charlie wasn't just any parrot he could mimic voices, perfectly call names, laugh like Michael, and even copy the sound of the doorbell. He had lived with the family for almost 3 years, and he was particularly fond of baby Oliver, often perching on the crib's edge humming softly, while the baby giggled in delight. Emma would often say, "Charlie thinks he's Oliver's big brother," and in a way she was right. One cold, rainy night, Michael had to work late at his office, leaving Emma and baby Oliver at home. She put Oliver to sleep in his crib and turned on the baby monitor. Before going to the kitchen to prepare tea, the storm outside howled thunder, rolled rain, lashed against the windows, and the wind rattled the doors. But amidst the noise, Emma didn't notice a small shadow moving near the back window. A burglar had broken the lock and slipped into the house. Quietly, carefully trying not to make a sound, Charlie, perched in the living room, tilted his head, sensing something strange. He puffed up his feathers, listening. His keen eyes followed the figure as it crept toward the stairs. The intruder found Michael's office door slightly open. Inside was a small electronic safe, and on the desk a laptop with sticky notes scattered around. The man began searching frantically for money or jewelry. He mumbled under his breath, "There has to be a password somewhere." And from the corner of the room came a calm, clear voice, 7423. The burglar froze. He looked around, thinking someone was in the room. Then he saw Charlie sitting on the lamp, blinking curiously. "What the talkin' bird?" he muttered. Charlie repeated louder. This time, 7423. The man, half amused, half desperate, entered the numbers into the safe. To his surprise, it clicked open, but the moment he pulled the handle, an alarm blared, a high-pitched siren that filled the house. Startled, the burglar stumbled backward, knocking over a lamp. The crash woke baby Oliver, who began to cry loudly from upstairs. Emma, in the kitchen, heard both the alarm and her baby's wails. She grabbed her phone, but before she could call anyone, Charlie took action. The clever parrot began shouting in Michael's exact voice, "Call 999, call 999, intruder, intruder." His loud, frantic cries echoed through the house and out the open window. The neighbor across the street, Mrs. Jenkins, heard the noise and immediately called the police. Meanwhile, the burglar panicked, grabbed his bag, and tried to escape, but Charlie wasn't done. He flew straight at the man's face, flapping his wings furiously and pecking at his hood. The thief tripped over a chair and fell hard, just as flashing blue lights filled the driveway. Minutes later, police officers rushed in. They found Emma, clutching baby Oliver, and Charlie, perched on the crib rail, puffed up, proudly repeating, "Good boy, Charlie. Charlie, save Allie." The officers listened to Emma's trembling story, how her parrot had shouted for help and even attacked the intruder. One of them chuckled in disbelief and said, "That bird deserves a medal." News spread quickly. Local papers ran the headline, "Hero Parrot saves baby by speaking password and alerting police." Days later, the house returned to peace. Oliver slept soundly again, and Charlie had a brand new golden tag on his cage that read, "Charlie, our feathered hero." Whenever visitors came, Charlie would puff his chest and repeat, "Charlie, brave Charlie, save baby." And Emma would smile and whisper, "You really did, my clever boy. You really saved us." From that night on, Charlie never slept far from Oliver's crib, keeping one eye open, listening, guarding, as if he knew he had a purpose beyond words. Please leave a like on this video and share your thoughts in the comments below. Subscribe to The Gentle Bond for more incredible true stories of love, loyalty, and the magic that happens when a pet becomes family.